Hi, welcome to my stream. I was doing some last minute putzing around. I've been doing some playing with the settings for OBS Studio 2 to try to improve it. I found a good video online by EPOSPOX on YouTube. OBS Studio 142 best settings video. So we'll see how it helps. I tweaked a bunch of things. I kept a note of what they were and what I changed them to this time, and we'll see where we're going. So, got here our Scania truck, and we are going. I'll tell you where we are. We're here in Hamburg. I'm going to pick up that trailer. Let's start the truck first. Up. Take a look in the mirror till I see it. I really like to come at these things at a bit of a. I like to overshoot and then come at it like this. I didn't really overshoot, but you know what I mean. Kind of blindsiding it there. But possibly good enough. You tell by how much the trailer jumps when you back in. So, that's, yeah, let's get some lights on. Yard dash is empty. Running lights or headlights. And we've also got, what? Got, serious high beams. Find the right button on the wheel. There. Blinded by the light. So let's look at the map and see where we're going, and then see if we can change where we're going. So we're going up here to Vilnius in Latvia. There is a update coming. Brest, as opposed to the Brest out here in France, there's another Brest here, which is in Poland, I believe, and that's where the map links on for Rus map, which is this part of Russia west of Moscow up to Volgograd down here. Volkovsky? I don't know. It's things on top of each other. Kind of hard to read. Anyways, this map supposedly is going to be updated today. So I thought I would drive here. When I update the map, it'll likely kick me out, but I can go to get back here, and then we will explore this area. There already are places that I haven't explored, so we'll chug through there. Go from Vilnius up through wherever we want to go. Pick up a cargo, but let's get there first. Now, and the other option, I guess, is do I really want to take the small roads option? Regular roads, it's going to be 1,000 kilometers, 17.5 hours. So if I look at my options and go to small roads, what does it give me? Almost twice the distance. Oh, that's what it does. Well, that's interesting. No, I don't want to go that way. I miss all the roads. That'd be silly. Okay, going back here to options, and we're going to change. Sometimes the small roads doesn't give you an interesting route. Go back to our map and let's look in a bit of detail and see if we like what we got. You know, I've got super zoom on, and I think that's messing up my day. So let's go profiles and take out the area super zoom. I need the super zoom, but I've got the Brazil map added on, or Russian open spaces, just where the map is just too big. But in this case, nope. Maybe my zoom will work a little better. Yeah, the game got upset. Please don't relocate me. Cargo. Never really sure. Game change detected. I know if you add map things, game change detected, and it changed. I added cargoes. I think I added. Never mind. Let's see what we got here. There we go. In a little nicer increments. Okay, so if we want to take smaller roads, like up here, that's a route I've never gone before. No, actually, that's 1,000 kilometers and 4 hours, but it looks like it's more fun. So, let's hit the road, Jack. Come back no more. And we should go up this road that way. We've got a, yes, when the rubber hits the road, we've got a trailer that is full of tons of rubber. Oh, let's see where we can go. Nobody coming? Nobody coming? We're good. Long trailer, but it sort of goes around corners. Wheels are set. Not too bad. If the tandems were had been slid farther back, then actually it's easier to back in and out that way. And it can change the load distribution, but it can also means the wheelbase is longer, so it's going to be harder for you to go around tight corners. Okay, I think I need to be over. Just looking ahead, I think I need to turn left up here, so let's get in the left lane. Hope it's not a roundabout. I don't really just like doing the 270-degree roundabouts because it's not good. That's the way you're supposed to do 270, is from the left lane, like the inside lane of the circle, and then you pause and signal and turn right, so you can cut across people in the outside lane and take your exit. But I've never really seen a point of that, really. Oh, geez, I can't quite see my over just a bit because it's Who's viewing? See my viewer list? Up there. Get this here and drive some more. There we go. So, happy Saturday to everybody. I believe it's Saturday for everybody except, now it's 11:41 here. Whoa! What the hell are you doing there, buddy? Do a brake check. Did you see that? That was annoying. Yeah, the back end tends to drag around corners here. Hey, Datus afternoon, wherever you are. It's 11:42 here in Ottawa. I thought I'd go out for a nice quiet drive. I think these guys are trying to get out. The AI does sometimes is it drives to the end of the it can be a little overcautious. So, anyways, how are you doing, Datus? How is your day going? The F-mod sound, good, I guess. I mean, I don't play this often enough. I've been playing a lot of Rain Sim for a while. I think it's better. It seemed to be more noises. The rain certainly is noisier, so yeah, it's good. I hadn't intended to update my ETS to 1.37, but I went to play the game and oh, we're updated now. So everything worked actually. I was surprised. The only thing that didn't work was the EAA Mappa mods that I had for Brazil and surrounding South American countries, and that one I think it might say that it's for 1.36 in the manifest or something, or one of the descriptions, and I think the game picks that out and says incompatible. At any rate, my new plan is to load the new Rust map when it comes out today and explore Rust map. My mods were too bad in ATS. I tried to think now. Oh, my maps. I mean, I had but I updated. I had. I think I had 0. Jeez, it looked dark there. Just a sec. Noticing how dark my. I mean, it's no big deal, but it does bother me. Brightness is comes up. Brightness so bad. Oh, I know why. Because it's dark in here. That would do it. Bit more brightness in there through the window. Or like that. There, I like that better now. No idea. No idea why it was dark. Anyway, so I can't remember what I had to redo on my. I know I had to redo. I had new maps now for coast to coast and Midwest expansion. I think my trucks worked. Oops, got your coffee. Signal. Cut that guy off. Sorry, trying to talk and drive and drink my coffee and think. I think I lucked out. The mods I had weren't too bad in ATS. Good, becoming. But it is good to have, even though it wasn't a huge mod. Bastard. Sorry, it's a merge. This is not a yield, this is a merge. In Canada anyways. I can't remember, there was a yield sign there. I think in Quebec it's different. I think Quebec, just across the border here from Ontario, you have to yield on those entrances, but Ontario, it's a merge, meaning the onus is on both people. Yeah, just say, well, I got the right of way. I'm on the main highway. Nope. So, Datus, are you mainly a fan of ATS or ETS? I started with ETS years ago, so I'm still a fan of ETS. More fan. Okay. I put more hours into ETS because I got it before ATS was out. So I had a few years of driving in that. I might have been driving 5 years in this game. I'd have to look. But I think I've got days of driving, days and days of driving. I don't think I can. I wonder if I can see. Let me just check. There are a lot of people hanging around here. Let me just check on Steam and see if it'll actually tell me. Steam thing. Will tell me. ATS. ATS, American Truck Simulator, is 1,600 hours, and Euro Truck Simulator, 3,000 hours. So yeah, twice as much in Euro Truck. It's interesting. I haven't checked that in a while. Oh, reminder. Obviously, had a preference. It's a easy game to do a lot of hours in. It can be a frustrating game. I use the SCS forum is a great place to pick up games. And you can also go, I like to go, like when I do Jazzy Cat's trailers, I go directly into his site in Russia. And Rust map and Southern region, various add-ons. I tend to go to the, the Russian truck sim, truck-sim.club, I think it is. And you can also comment on the forums there, and they will help you. Now the moderator has to approve your post. That guy would pull out. Like Google Translate though. Oops, why don't we go this way? I don't know. What road have we going like that? Oh, I see. This is one of these. Yes, some of these routes. The only way you can get access to the Cloverleaf is to take the feeder lane. Which I did not realize, or I'd forgotten about. Let's check the map when we get to the bottom of it. Oh no, we're just going to be going fast, so we can't really pull out our map and check it, can we? See, so here we are on the feeder lane. And we'll get access to the express lane. Maybe where we're going on the map. It's the beginning. Hamburg to Vilnius in Latvia. And the original route I think went down here along a lot of the main highway, and I like to go on small highways if possible, and that looks like I think what we're doing. If there's squiggles in it, that's it. I like that road. Now I miss a few cities, but okay, hit them eventually. And like I said, this chunk of the map is going to change anyway with the update supposedly today from the Rust map folks. You know, it says yield here. Actually, you don't have to yield, you just come out because this is going to be the lane that I want to exit on. Luckily, nobody wanted to go there. Well, it's just a sign. I thought it was a gate or something. And again, a yield. That should actually be a stop sign. A bit wide here. So what's our cruise control set at? Oh, let's set it to 60 or 55. Well, 60 would work. So anybody online want anybody viewing want a postcard, there's my reminder. I will send you one. Anywhere in the world. You can send one back if you want, or not. Just trying to increase a little bit of social awareness. Increase the social connections while we are decreasing physical connection. gas, we're good. This may not be that exciting. Well, it depends, I guess, if we see little towns. Just because we're not going through major cities doesn't mean there can't be. Oh, the fire truck just, he looked to be going faster than the speed limit. Didn't think he'd have some lights on. Good afternoon, Jiffy. Jiffy Yanga. Good afternoon to you. How was your day doing? Is it balmy where you are, hopefully? It's, we are in Ontario, in eastern Canada. We are under the influence of what they call a polar vortex. Some whirlpool-looking thing that happens in the weather map that extends down from the polar regions of Canada and brings freaking cold weather. The norm now is probably 15 during the day, and we might get up to 4 today. We had frost for a couple of nights. We had snow the other day, just a bit. Didn't stay, but so. 12:57. Thank you for the serve, but please don't. Hey, Centauri. So, I know what time it is there. It's it's 11:58 in Singapore. Welcome. I was going on early. I'm going to try going on early and late, because if I go on early, then I can get people. I can catch people on the other side of the world. And I should probably get up and do other things, but there's a lot of things we should do, so. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I had a good sleep last night. Again, went to bed too late. My plan is to go to bed at 11:30, and I'm not going until 12:30, 1 o'clock, which is bad. I need to be consistent. I did watch a good opera from the Met. The Metropolitan Opera of New York has opened up their site for free access. Every night they stream a different opera from their HD video collection. Last night was an older one, was La Boheme with Luciano Pavarotti. Beautiful voice, beautiful voice. And I finished that early enough, but then I decided to watch several episodes of True Blood on Crave, which is a channel Bell Canada has. True Blood was a few years ago. It's based on the stories by this character, Suki Stackhouse. She lives in a world where there are certain abilities, such as vampires. Vampires exist. Her ability is she's telepathic. She can tell what people are thinking. Her boss, or a friend of hers, really very attentive, really just adores her, and from afar, sort of, and he has the ability to change into a dog. That's quite an interesting series. Good characters. You know, Suki is this quiet little, shy virginal blonde, but she has to, meets this vampire. He has to give her some blood because she gets beat up by some people, so it's the only way she can survive, and it increases her health and also her sex drive. So there's a lot of nudity that happens eventually, but good characters. There's a young black. Oh, and it's set in Louisiana, so there's a lot of Creole. There's a lot of French accents, which is kind of cool because I have a French background. favorite character is Lafayette, is the short order cook in the restaurant. Flamboyantly gay, tremendously ripped. You know, I think they probably oil his skin before every shot or something. You know, in the kitchen, he'll be sweating with a muscle shirt on and stuff like this. So he's pretty funny. Yeah, True Blood is good. So I've got a Fitbit Charge 3. I had a Fitbit 2, Charge 2, and it had some limitations. I got upgraded to a Charge 3. The latest is the Charge 4, but it was more expensive. It had things like GPS to track my runs. I'm not going to run. So I got this, and it comes, I bought the monthly package that gives me some guided things for exercise and sleep and that, so we'll get going on that. Okay, I think I turn here. Possibly because there's all those X's. I should have checked. Good thing there was nobody coming up here. Or we would have had a whack our nose. Watch just watch where the front end is just by those lights. Gives me a good guesstimate. But you have to crank it over. Once you see an opening, I've learned that if you ease it over, then the AI just keeps going. Even though you got your signal going, you're obviously changing lanes. It just thinks you're driving quickly, and it whacks into you. Oh, crank it, guys. Crank it over. There we are. That's quieter. There's also the option to roll the window down. I forget what key that is. Do I have any spare keys? Maybe. I think I do. Oh, don't go away. Let's try that. Let's experiment, because what better time to experiment than when you're in the middle of a stream? Okay, so I understand the window goes up and down, and I guess it's just a button, is it? Okay, so open left window will be open left window will be this key. Lost assignment horn. Oh, that was my horn. You see? I don't really have. So suppose I could use. No, I don't think I have any spare buttons on this keyboard. So I could probably choose. Oh well. I thought it was going to be easy. It's not easy. Might be a mouse button. No. It's harder to program. I have a Logitech G29 wheel with a bunch of buttons on it. And I have a Logitech, whatever, mouse, programmable mouse a bunch of buttons on it, which is nice. I can even change the DPI. So that's handy when I'm playing the Hunter Call of the Wild. And sometimes you want the mouse to swing your view really fast back and forth, scanning for animals. And sometimes if you're trying to aim, you want it to be a very fine control. Well, I guess it's free here. Nobody else is coming, so. Sketch. I think this looked it up. Sketch. Yes, it's getting late. It's after midnight. Thanks for checking in, Suntari. I appreciate you. Oh, we gotta stop here. Appreciate you stopping by. Oh well, I guess I'm going to continue. Definitely not really stopped there, did we? Oh well. And you too. Have a good sleep and have a good Sunday. Mother's Day in Canada. Oh, I think. Check on that before tomorrow. Not that I have a mother anymore, but I'll have to send my daughter a message reassuring her that among her many accomplishments, she is also a good mother. Definitely is a very restful trip here through this countryside. Not a lot of villages and such. Got another 45 minutes to go on the trip, really. Especially if I don't get the speed going. I have to keep remembering to set the cruise control on this truck. I'm guilty, even though I've played for hours and hours and hours, I'm guilty of not paying attention to my right foot. I tend to under rather than over the limit. I'm trying to think what the opposite is. Somebody says I speed a lot. So rather than speed being used as just the noun of, my speed is 80 miles an hour or whatever. Speed is used as a verb, meaning going faster than you're supposed to. So what is the verb for going slower than you're supposed to? Rather than saying I speed a lot. Oh, it's an interesting question. Well, to me as a writer. I'll think about that. No, not sure what the opposite of the verb speed is. Probably not that critical for my day either. I'll ask the Google after. Go in and ask for antonym. Antonym speed. I'm betting the Google's going to say, I don't know. Going over what? Oh, canal or something. Or what it was. Possibly we were just wandering over a random geographical feature, although they seem to be pretty good, especially at ETS, for putting in landmarks that are really there. Waiting for that guy to brake check me. I have CIP's traffic mod, and I have a physics mod, which I assume still works. Just makes things a little slipperier. Changes your traction a bit in rain, stuff like that. So, new map mods, odds and ends, nothing too extensive. Not a lot of trucks and trailers. I tend to go with the stock trucks too. Although in ATS my stock truck is a Mack, but it's the Mack R, early 1960s Mack truck, a rusty paint job. So I got another half hour, and I need more coffee. So I'm gonna have to go boil the kettle and make a coffee, friends. So we'll find a place to pull over where it looks. And I'll just put up my "Be right back," and I'll be right back. Okay. And the problem with these can be that, well, you have to share the road a bit more than normal with the other oncoming traffic, and they don't always play nicely. Oh, okay. Thank you. See, sometimes the AI does things like that that are completely surprising. So I was hoping for a gas station, or well, not going to get a gas station, but I was hoping for some sort of geographical feature that looks like a place somebody would pull their truck over other than the side of the road. I know those little posts. They're not necessarily just little wood posts. They're possibly disguised steel girders set into concrete 6 feet into the ground, because I've hit them and damaged a hell of a lot of shit. I don't want to try it again. What do we got here? We got 3. 3, 2, 1 for what? Oh, for a town. Sort of. Pull over here. Oh, look. Well, I'd like to just leave this here like this and go make my coffee, but then time will tick on in the game. So 5 minutes to make a coffee will be an hour in the game. I'd rather not do that. So I'll be right back. Don't go away. I'm gonna make myself a coffee now. Here we are back again, my friends. Welcome to my stream again. Let me do a little. We're gonna put a stream marker. Remind myself that I'm gonna have to snip this. No, we're not going to talk about people getting snipped. We'll just completely ignore that possibility of a conversation thread. Okay. Oh, look, we left the. Good thing we didn't stay going because we would have. Okay. Is the train going to come? Maybe. We go slow enough. Although we saw one before, so. Oop. Back up. And we almost hit the guy behind me who was tailgating, of course. Sure if I would have. Well, I guess I would have made it, but I'm not sure whether to trust this game. Sorry, I never did start up there. Train just went through. You missed it. It was very scenic. We won't wait for another one. Oh, I love it when people just sit behind you like this, eh? Now, if I didn't have any brakes on. Like that. There we go. Gonna see another train. Hey, Steph. Thanks for dropping in. Doing some work? I'm usually up late because I'm watching shows. Like The Good Doctor or, well, like as I've mentioned, rewatching some of True Blood with Suki Stackhouse. It originally was an HBO show, I think, and you could tell that it's not made for network television because there's a lot of nudity and sex in it. Even in the first episode, I think. Suki Stackhouse is, of course, very strong Christian girl. You know, don't say Jesus, stuff like this. Don't take his name in vain. So she's brought up in a very, very conservative, strict household. But things change, and she may become a horn dog. What I didn't realize in real life, spoiler alert, people, in real life, or in the game, she hooks up with a vampire, and in real life, she is actually married to the guy who plays the vampire. But there's interesting characters in it. Lafayette, yeah. Pam. Oh, I'm trying to think who Pam was. Who is Pam? Lafayette is, for those that are listening in but haven't seen it, Lafayette is the young, black, very fit, sexy-looking, very gay short order cook in the kitchen where she works, and his sister is Tara, I think. The tall blonde vampire's assistant. Oh, okay. Oh, Eric, the tall blonde vampire, the old guy, Eric. Maybe she's a Pam. Yeah. Vampire. Yeah, Eric's lover and second in command. Co-owner. Yeah, I'm just far enough along that they've just gone to the vampire bar and met Eric, and I didn't realize it was Pam. She was just, oh, wait a minute. Yes, we met her at the door. She was checking ID at the door. Yes, now I remember Pam. Attitude. Nice attitude. I suspect, like you, I appreciate a female character in a show that is edgy. Just a, well, I wouldn't say a bitch, but we do have different criteria and words to describe a particular kind of male character as opposed to the same characteristics in a female character. But yeah, I was just looking for something and I realized Suki and what's his name, Bill. That's yes. She meets a vampire, Bill, and she laughs. She mocks him in a just a pleasant way. You thought his name would be something sufficiently, exotic sounding. Well, I guess, his name was William, but still. Bill the Vampire. Judah giggles. Bill the Vampire? Wow. Okay. And bless him, he's very tolerant. He just gives a little smile. He does a lot of inscrutable looks. He's got a bit of they've done the makeup nicely on his eyes. He's always got this sort of brooding look. Fly Away Home with Anna Paquin. No, I have not. I'll have to put it on my list. It's in the... Right now, I've got Amazon Prime because I got it for the delivery, and it also helps me with Twitch and gives me videos. So I got Amazon Prime for that. And I've had the Netflix for a number of years, and I've tried Crave, which is a third source of shows and movies from Bell. It has access. They have access to HBO and Showtime. A lot of stuff that I think it's because those are, when you get the Bell, home TV service, those are channels that you can add. So they've got some kind of deal with that. I must admit I've added a few, oh yeah, folks, there was a yellow diamond, so that means that I'm on the right of way at that intersection. So I was gonna say I've added a few, $5 a month here, $10 a month there, things on over the years. I really have to look at how much I'm paying per month or year for things. Oh, sorry, it's about rescuing a bunch of geese as a young girl. Oh, there's a pilot and helps her build a light plane to teach the birds. Oh, now that's a real thing. There is a guy in Canada. Fly Away Home. I think it's based on a real story. There's a guy in Canada who did that. He has a light plane, and he flies them south to. I think he got it because there was a flock that wouldn't leave or something. Or yeah. Ah, well, there you go. There you go. Hey, that younger generation, you can't Before you can blink an eye, they're into the Google. I remember, of course I remember a lot of things. I remember the pre-Google days when you'd be in a bar and there would be an argument over something in the bar. And, well, the argument wouldn't go anywhere because all you had was each person's facts or their opinions or whatever, and speaking of your work, I got an email from Annie. I got an email from Annie saying that she'd seen my website and she wanted to work with me to improve my website, to help my website, possibly for free. Or whatever. No link to, and she'd done lots of great work and stuff like that, and I've never heard of Annie. No links to any of the stuff she claimed to have done. Grammar, I could have offered, I guess, for a fee to help her with the grammar, because the grammar in her thing was not that good, and I think it finished. I think I was just supposed to reply to her, not even click on a link, but I declined because, well, it's a scam. But, you know, so many scams out there. So much stuff. And they're quick to respond. I mean, there was a bunch of them that came up with in the U.S. and in Canada as soon as they announced these government support for employment and stuff like that. There were all sorts of scam sites saying, "Oh, we'll help you," or, you know, almost like payday loans, but worse. Oh. Oh, yeah, that would be, that's true. Yes. I'll fix it for free. Just give me your login. People want to save money all the time, you know? So. And used to be, you know, I guess you'd send out junk mail. It was really mail, so you'd had to pay for postage. So sending out 1,000 letters was a challenge. Sorry, we're just going to do this. Set the time to 5, and you get hired to wrestle it back under control. So, in a way, yes. They can be your friend, but they're still nice things. Oh, and I just noticed I fixed my site. I was having problems. Frames missed due to rendering lag, and I've had five out of 125,000. It used to be much worse. I found somebody's YouTube video how to set up OBS Studio Advanced, and I tweaked some things and we're much happier now. So, oh, Suntory. So, well, thank you very much for the host. Steph is chatting with me from Sydney, Australia, and now we have Santari, who never really left, from Singapore. And both of you are on my postcard list. There's a train. Hi, train. I wonder if I turn up here. Yes, I think I'm a turnip. Oh, that's another question I have. In Australia, do you have turnips or neeps? Oh, I can't remember if I gave you my address. I'll give you my address, Centauri. You've never sent mail before. Interesting fact, Centauri started following me when I was driving in Train Simulator. And he was interested in the freight trains because in Singapore, they have no freight trains. I think it's a few hundred square kilometers. Anyways, it's small enough that trucking makes more sense than trying to put in a rail network. And heading right through. Oh, sorry. Where's the turnips? I forgot what I was saying. Thank you, Steph. I just think it's British. They're called turnips. So now what we call turnips here, we had a nanny and she said, oh, neeps. So I don't know whether neep is a different vegetable or whether it's a different vegetable or a different name. Double type trains. Okay. Oh yeah, I saw that. So let's get up on the roof again and sit here. So we have 7 hours to go. Let's see where we are in this country. We are here. From Hamburg across Europe, and we are heading for Latvia. And after that, we are hoping to explore more of this Rust map. Which is Minsk to Moscow, and also down here to whatever this is, Volgograd. Eating supper makes you fat? Well, eating supper makes you tired. But after finishing your military service now, it's you're getting back into cooking your own meals, setting your own schedule. So, coping ice cream. Yeah, I know. I was looking at my cupboard here and realizing I'm out of crackers. Different kinds of, tasty crackers. But the problem is, I'll just eat them pretty quickly. I never buy chips anymore. No point in buying a bag of chips. I'll just eat it. Yeah, civilian conversion course. Yeah, going from military life to civilian life. And that's why I don't buy ice cream. I have poor self-control here. This is annoying, driving into the sun, but in another half hour it'll go up enough that we're okay, I guess. So I got gas for 600 kilometers, and I have 400 kilometers left, but I still probably should gas up. I had a friend, Reed, and his wife Kathleen. They used to follow me a lot. They used to stream a lot. I think they moved. Into the country, into a smaller. They moved out of Seattle and I think into a smaller area, and they were having problems getting interwebs access, fast interwebs access. That's the other thing that's being stressed. Never mind people, the interwebs are being stressed. So many people are working from home or streaming or watching movies or videos or whatever that the networks are being They're having to throttle in some cases just to manage increased demand. And temporarily, anyways, I think Bell and a number of the others have waived overage for data charges. Not for sure for how long. And I've worked in Bell, so I know that it costs them nothing really, basically. Oh. JNB Live Gaming. Well, thank you very much for the follow. Thank you. Where are we at? 638. That'll be 639 when it clicks. Doing good. And for those who weren't around, I remember 2 summers ago when I was like at, I don't know, maybe I was in the 80s. I went from maybe the 80s to 120 in an hour. I was driving late at night and I got raided by RT Gamer, who's somebody that typically has like 1,000 viewers as he's playing. And he said, let's go here. This looks like a nice, quiet, fun place. My stream just exploded with the chat window scrolling like a Venetian blind that you just grabbed and flap, flap, flap. Oops, red light. That was so fun. It was so fun. And people were, which was funny too, people were surprised that I wasn't upset that my chat window was taken off. No. I'm good. Shit happens. So, because of that, I try to, when I finish, if I got a bunch of people, I will try to find somebody else to raid. And people who follow me, I follow them back, and if they stream, I add them to my auto run list. So, adopted online Canadian grandpa. Well. And I've got a adopted online Australian granddaughter, so there you go. Hey, Warwolf, try what's up? Sup? Sun is up. My mood is up. Physically up on the roof. Life goes good, Warwolf. You, how's your life? Let me, just a sec, I have to make sure I've got this extra window up that shows me where people are from. So I've got a US person, I've got Korea, Australia, yeah. I've got flags on my geolocation. Sometimes works and sometimes doesn't, but thanks for joining, Warwolf. I'm on a quiet trip in neutral. There we go. I'm on a quiet trip across line by the light. Okay, there's a gas station. So, want to get gas? Yeah, we could. We got a third of a tank left. Hell with it. Okay, let's get back up to speed here now. So, I have perennials I'm giving away, but I suspect nobody that is watching me will actually come and watch my perennials. Take my perennials. My landlord My girlfriend is a avid gardener, and every time she's come to visit from Toronto over the last few years, she's brought plants, perennials. So between the two of us, we've developed quite a perennial garden in the back, but the landlord now has different ideas about the back. Mainly paved paradise, put in a parking lot. So all the perennials are available for people to come and take them. I got a couple of people. My daughter came and got some, and somebody else came and got some, but last chance is next weekend. The 18th is when they're starting, so I'll have to do that today. I'll have to put a little note up on the Facebook saying, so if you're in the Ottawa area and you want perennials, let me know. Here's a map. Must be going up a hill here because we're, yeah, we were pushing a bit there. So we've got maybe 20 minutes left driving because it's almost 6 hours, and it's 3 minutes to the hour. This game, that's the ratio. On my to-do list today actually has to be get out and walk for 30 minutes because I'm not getting enough exercise, which is probably not helping with my sleep or my general health. My Fitbit has a couple of different routines you can use to improve whatever, guided routines. They'll give you some clues, they'll give you a little checklist every day, they'll see how you're doing, they'll modify it. So one of the many, so much a month, and you get this. Should call my sister too. I haven't talked to her in a couple of days. She's feeling stressed over this whole COVIDness. That's weird bells. She's older than me. I think she's 82. She smoked ages ago, but stopped that, so her lungs are good. But she has fibromyalgia, which is an overall immune system thing, but she's got that under control pretty well. But she also has, I'm not sure if I would be sharing all this online. Oh well, nobody take notes. She had a relative who had TB years ago, so she had never got it, but she got TB scarring. So just all to say that people can have underlying conditions that put them more at worry more, stress them out more. So I make it a habit to give her a call. So I would say do that as part of anybody, if you're, aside from writing people and sending postcards, which I think is a novel way to connect with people. Reach out, call friends you haven't talked to in a while. Oh, that's right, because it is today. It is today there. Yes, and I was saying I need to. My daughter is really stressed out over work and kids and all sorts of shit like this, so So I probably need to send my daughter a note either today or tomorrow, just telling her, just don't know if I've told you this lately, but I think you are, among many accomplishments, you are a good mother. Because she probably, you need to send a voucher? Good save. Oh, yeah. Need to send a voucher? Hey, Centauri, you're back. You've washed your plate. Voucher for what? For Mother's Day? Voucher to the mother unit. Oh. Okay. Excuse me. Right? Just not COVID, just phlegm. Yes. So Mother's Day tomorrow. I will. When I stream tomorrow, I'll put that on my post. I'll put Happy Mother's Day. Hey, Zigzag Street. Yes, some of them are zigzag streets. No, I'm not sure. I'm just looking on the map. Verdian. Excuse me. Not sure why I'm going this way. It says go this way or that way. It looks like I could have just gone straight ahead. But, excuse me. Oh, no hiccups. But maybe you can't get there from here. Oh, a couple of boats. In Canada, in most of Canada, you're allowed to, I think, you're allowed to go to the marina to maintain your boat, but you weren't allowed to launch it and drive around in it yet, but maybe they'll change that. They also were discouraging people from going to the cottage because that puts load on small municipalities that, well, maybe they don't have enough stock at the grocery stores, and they certainly don't have enough medical help to look after you if you get sick. The Premier recommended that people not do that, and then Easter Sunday it turns out he drove up to his own cottage. Okay, well, good luck with going to sleep, Centauri. And glad I provided some entertainment or distraction, whatever. I'm glad to have you chatting. Okay. You gonna turn, or you're just gonna go? Anybody else? No, we're good. So anyways, the Premier, turns out on Easter Sunday, he drove up to his own cottage. Now, he said he left, 6:30 in the morning, he was back by noon. And supposedly he went up there to check the plumbing, to make sure the pipes hadn't frozen. Which is really lame. Like, you're the Premier of Ontario, you get bags of money, lots of contacts. It would not have been... would have been easy for you to get somebody locally to go in and check the plumbing, make sure the pipes hadn't frozen. And why go in now to check if the pipes haven't frozen? I mean, yes, we had a bit of frost, but did you go in January? Like, oh, that's why we didn't go straight through. There's the highway I was on. That would have been annoying. So our premier, as a conservative premier, had a rocky start, cutting all sorts of services and stuff like this. And now, like many politicians with this crisis, he is having a chance to show leadership and decisiveness and, you know, addressing people. He did criticize the doctors in Ontario lately for not getting the tests through, not performing enough tests. He said they're not stepping up to the plate. Not going to name any, but he's going to be contacting them, telling them to get their ass in gear, basically. But last year he cut back drastically on health, so the reason they're not stepping up the plate is because they've been fired. Oh. Trucks, yes, we're doing truck cyclone. Oop, 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 oop. And we are forgetting to. We'll just try not to tip over. There we go. We're good. We're doing truck cyclone. We had Centauri from Singapore, who is fine to go to sleep, I think. And Steph is still on from Australia. Getting a night for debit now. Oh, I don't pay transaction fees. I don't pay any transaction fees. But maybe it's because I have a package. You know, like I've had a package for ages. One of these packages the banks add. And then I get a senior's discount on it, so it really doesn't. But you're right. You're right. Good point. Good point. They should, given that everybody wants debit, they should waive transaction fees during the duration. They've made other, begrudgingly made other. But yeah, contact your, talk to your bank. Talk to your MP. The MP can, as a federal, I believe the fees or the lack of fees, I think that's, I don't know if it's federally, it's under federal jurisdiction, so the MP, in terms of the feds, can do something. Unless it's your particular MP. You can't do anything or won't do anything. Oh, okay. Okay, then. But still, I mean, still, even if your MP is not the ruling party, they still have input into the process. Now, the problem now is there is less opportunity for input in the process because a lot of the House activity is virtual activity. On a related note, if I have a friend that is particularly upset and annoyed and incensed about the actions of a specific corporation, I remind them that corporations are driven by, in most part, they're driven by the desire for shareholder profits. Uh-oh. And B, you can become a shareholder. I'm running out of gas, so maybe I'll go in here. What the hell, eh? Is this a gas station by the side of the road? Oh, no, it's one of these little hidden things. Okay, so how does this work? Where's your gas station, and why is it not... sucks to be you. Why did you have to build your gas station like that? Doable, but... And when you built it like that, if you're hoping to get truck traffic in, why did you make that tight corner? Oh, and then you've got parking right there for trucks, so somebody's going to come around the corner and get stuck. Okay. Well, if you can pay money to save money, it's good. I don't expect you to pay a ton of money, kind of, or to tell the bank to stop charging fees for. No, I was just saying in general that is a suggestion I have for people. If you're really upset with, say, Nike and their marketing practices, not ever buying Nike shoes doesn't really kill them, but becoming a Jesus. See, look at this parking area becoming a. What if that's parking there too? Geez, and then you come out here like this. I'm sorry, but I'm having to use my overhead view here to try to get around these bloody corners. See, even like that, of course the AI sends somebody in. There's a curb for me to drive over. Okay, that has to be one of the most annoying gas stations I've ever been to. But, thank you. I just meant in general. Yeah, that's true. I could have just gone right straight ahead and gone over the curb and gone onto the road. That probably would have been just as easy. That was annoying. I've done that. Just gone cross country. But this is my own truck, okay? That's my rationale. This is my own truck. I'm not driving for somebody else. This is my own truck, so I need to be careful of my own truck. Although, oh, where the hell are you going? Oh, there was construction there. Yeah. If there's construction along the side of the road, even though they can get past it easily, the AI says, well, I better give it a wide berth. Sorry, am I in your lane? Yes, you are. Piss off. Yeah, there's insurance. I can't remember, though. I don't know if it's in both games. Don't know. Speaking of Train Simulator, I haven't heard back yet on my trouble ticket I did on my missing scenarios. Some of the routes, but we'll see what they say. They probably take them a couple of days to look at it and get back to me. Feel free to just zip out in front of me there. It's the weekend. Oh, is it? Is it really? It's the weekend here in Ottawa, too. So, who knew? I sent it in, I think I sent it in Thursday, but yeah, and I might have got in, even if they were at work, doesn't mean they're necessarily sitting there waiting for the next trouble ticket to pop in so they can leap on it. Oh. I'll just... sometime this week. Now, even though I outlined the things that I've done to check it out, I suspect the first thing I'll do is get a list, get a note back from them suggesting this checklist of things to go through that I've already done. So, oh well. They might be looking at the scenario pack requirements for 200 efficiency in the workshop. Why? Was that your trouble ticket? Oops. Get over here. So I'm I'm just telling you. Scenario pack requirement for 250 scenario. I don't understand what you mean, the scenario pack requirement. Didn't realize there was any kind of requirement. My thing is, I found there's out of the dozens of Roots DLCs that I've bought, there's 4 of them where I cannot see any of the supposedly bundled-in scenarios. So it's nothing critical. I just fire it off to them, and I'll go on to do other things like watch True Blood or go for my mandatory 30-minute walk. Ah, Manverdian, thank you very much for the follow. Always nice to get another one. Hopefully this will pop up there on the numbers. Actually, the last one should have come up. Maybe somebody unfollowed at the same time. Vilnius. Ah, that's where we're going. Vilnius. Well, that's encouraging to see that. Yes, go this way. Good. Not turn this way for Upper Rubber Boot. There's a fictitious place in, I'm not sure if it is somewhere, I don't know if it's in the US or, I mean, in Quebec. I think it's just in the eastern provinces of Ontario, called Upper Rubber Boot, making fun of some of the very scenic names they have for little communities. Look up, for instance. Oh, jerk. What happened here? Drops. North Class 87 Glasgow Central to Carstairs. It shows the scenario pack requirement. Officially released. No, I don't understand. Do you mean scenarios or routes? A DLC, I know a DLC will show route requirement. Official DLC in this, now Truck Simulator doesn't do that. Truck Simulator just comes out with a DLC and people add mods, people add maps, people add maps and trucks and trailers and tweaks to the above. Oh, I get you. Oh, sorry, the scenario packs that they sell. Yeah, I'm not sure why they require a scenario pack. It's a way for them to make more money, I think, is to release scenarios rather than have just the workshop do it. But, here we are in Vilnius. I think we are close to something, so I actually may. Is it lunchtime? It's 1:15 for me. The hell? But this guy wandered through. I wonder if he was sitting far enough into the intersection that he waited for traffic to stop and then went ahead. That's one thing the AI does in here. As long as your nose is over the line, that means you were in the process of turning, not necessarily in the process of going through. Oh well. So here we are in downtown Vilnius. And it'd be interesting to see what cargo we have from Vilnius into Map. Because that is my next goal, is to go east from Vilnius into further into Russia. Farther into Russia? Farther for distance, further for ambitions. Just like fewer for things you can count and less just as a comparative. Fewer people on the street today, not less people on the street today. A copper. Okay, oh, no, I was going to take that lane. Best I don't, because it's not up for grabs. Okay, so just a warning, people. We're going to be finishing soon, which means some people are going to have to actually get to work. Or to bed. Oh, okay. That was easy. Yes, yes, yes. Grandpa says it's time to get to work. Don't make me wag a finger at you. Ah! Okay. I wasn't sure I was going to stop. Matt Pedalston appears to be just playing. Okay, okay. So I could. Whoops. I'm in the wrong lane. Okay, why don't we do this? Excuse me. My bad. Shush, shush. Shush, shush. Nothing happened. Don't look in your mirror. Okay, so I will do a raid. Ooh, again, another... Oh, that was close. I've dialed the brakes back on this. It's a 21-ton load, so the brakes I've down to about maybe 20%, 15%, because I like them to be a challenge. Anybody coming? No, then we can just go sloppy like that. Might make my lunch and then watch more True Blood, but that's a slippery slope of one more, and I think they're 1 hour. Anybody coming? No, nobody I care about. They're 1 hour also. So okay, so how are we gonna do here? That's the following. Are we gonna park? No, we're not gonna park. We'll do this. Been there, done that. I was looking at my hours in my game. I've got 1,600 hours in ATS and 3,200 hours in this one. So I've done a lot of truck driving. I think I get my CDL license. Continue? Okay, so, and what have we got here for, just look at the job market from Vilnius. So I can go there, Belarus, Latvia, Estonia, I can go to Poland. I can go to Sweden. No, I can go all the way to Italy if I want, but I won't. I'll just do something local, but we'll do that after. Right now, I'm just going to look and check and see who's on first here. See which one of my anybody that I'm following is in need of a raid. Oh, RT Gamer's on. He's got 3,000 viewers right now, so he doesn't really need me. There's somebody doing Train Simulator. One of my followers doing Train Simulator. That, oh, some girl chatting.
Places.
Okay, so let's raid Sean Riley, Stephen_Riley. So we do a raid channel.
Any clue on release for that new game of theirs? Say something about they're open for new forms yesterday.
Oh, how's this one? Nope. Damn, I can't find it now. It's Stephen Wiley. Well, let's just go to this one then. Let's just pick somebody else. Actually, he's gone off too. I think there's not anybody there that I really that I follow, that I want to raid. So I think I'm just going to stop now. I'll be back on. Have a good luck for everybody. Have a good Mother's Day, Steph. And no, there's not opera today. There's not. There is opera tonight. But I'll probably be back on this evening. We'll see. Anyways, have a good day, everybody. Thanks for viewing, following, subscribing, or whatever. And I noted I can go find Matt if I want. Matt Peddleson. Okay, Matt Peddleson. Okay, let's go find Matt Peddleson. And I'll start a raid on his channel. So, I think I've started a raid. So, 3 viewers are ready to raid. So, raid now. And there we go. I'm now hosting them. So, it worked. Oh, thanks, my friends. See you later. Ta-ta for now. Ta-ta for now.